Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. This one's a little bit different. We're going to give you a little tip. I think a lot of people probably know this, but anytime I experience something and go, oh, you know what? I didn't realize exactly that, so I feel like I should share it because I figure I'm not the only person who might not know it, but this was something I figured and kind of went through a little bit back with everybody sort of leveling tunes a little bit more because of Alliance raid, and we're going to do what we're going to check the pulse of the base is we're going to draw a celebrity base. So yeah, it's going to be a different video. We're going to check out that real quick. The tip, if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord link description below, all that sort of thing. It's the best way to chat, but I wanted to kind of do a little bit different video, check a couple things out, see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. I'll probably do these from time to time just cause, and when I find little things, because the tip doesn't need a whole video, and I did want to look at some of this other stuff. So, all right, let's get to it.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, the tip. So, it's a leveling tip. I'm doing this first because I figure most people want to see this, and I'm not trying to do anything to keep you sticking around for stuff that you might not want. I appreciate you if you do. So leveling, look, training grounds is by far the best. All right, everybody knows that. The problem is tickets, right? You get stuff from there, you get some limitations with your tickets and time, etc. You want to try to save those tickets for weeks when they have good events, like this week with Moon Knight. Where he's a new companion. You want to try to get the boxes out of there. They're a pretty rare drop, but when you get them, they're phenomenal because you want to try to get Moon Knight as high as you can. I know I'm 10 shards away from a 5-star, which is huge because that gives me that percent. If I can get them there, fantastic, right? Anyway, obvious point number one. So I've actually been leveling my alts because they changed the XP, right, in this recent patch. So I was testing things out a little bit, and what I realized was kind of like, okay, so this was my Iron Man. He was level 117, and I had him in specifically this area, which I'll zoom out a little bit, which is about a 117. It's basically about the same level. So I started off at here, which you can see is 49.34%. And about 5 hours later, again, 49.34, I was 49.35. So the XP, and I mentioned this in a video, I was like, that's pointless. So I was like, all right, that is terrible. Now, then again, I went to this same area here and I took my Star-Lord. And I was like, all right, here. So he's at 35, he's 106. So about, I don't know, 11 levels difference or so, at least between my Iron Man. Now, actually those mobs I think are 110. I take that back. So Iron Man had lower level mobs. Now Star-Lord's punching up about 4 levels. Now he does take a lot of damage. So before I get to there, so I stuck around there for, what was it? About 4 hours later, and I got 41.39. So, what's that, like 6%, right? So the key here is mobs higher than you. Quite a bit higher than you. Now, the actual key that I want to share with you guys is, you probably already knew that, but what I'm doing when I'm in here is I am equipping also Ultron, so that Ultron, whenever you make it auto, so when you're in battle, so that he helps you stay alive longer. So getting that shield every 30 seconds or so actually helps quite a bit with those mobs. Now, is it worthwhile because of the gold you spend? I believe that if you're good about dismantling, that you can go through here and actually make sure that you still make all your gold back. Like, I've been doing this for days with different tunes. I left all my tunes around 100. I've got 4 now at 115, or 2 at 120, 4 at 115, maybe 5, by just doing this and letting them be in this area. It's not super fast, but if you're out of training grounds tickets and you still want to get some XP, this is a good way to do it in my mind. If you're having Convergium and gold problems and you really need to grind that, then maybe I'm having a different conversation with you. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Try to find the level that you can go into that is the easiest for you to grind those that farm so that you're not dying. Find a spot where you're not going to find any prime bosses and you're not going to die randomly if you're not paying attention or anything like that. And then make sure to dismantle as well. So, all right, so that's pretty much what I got there. Decent jump for the level up. Now, the part that I have not done before, what I'd like to do, we're talking about the pulse of the game, right? So, I was just like, you know what? I have not really checked out the forums before. And look, the internet can be unhappy at times, I think is the best way to say it. Hard to please at times. Gaming folks, me included, can be hard to please. So I just kind of wanted to see, you know, what the general sort of pulse is, at least on this forum. I debated maybe looking at some of my chats too, but I didn't know if that was a great spot or not. I might go some of that just so we can kind of have some conversations, because I feel like these sort of things, it's more of an open dialogue. Once I get more time and hopefully can start streaming again, it's really hard right now just with work and everything. I'd like to do this stuff on stream, but anyway, so real high level here. I'll go into a couple of these. Next playable discussions, a playable character. We've got 2 matchmaking things. 27 hours in training grounds and not a single 3 to 4 star custom box. Okay. Is it illegal? I'm not sure what that'll be about. Damage during Invincible. Check that out. Probably bug related. New hero. MFR Sakar Fight Club. We'll check that out. Hawaii. 92k Omega score. I bet I know what that is. Are you kidding me or what? We'll check that out. Error. All right. So we'll see what a couple, and let's see how these are all, and you know what? This isn't super active. This is from the 12th to, let's see, you know, today. So some are today. So we'll see. All right. So next playable discussions. This is just talking about the new character. Discussions. Please make your voices heard. Let's see. They're saying, who do we think the next player should be? Okay. I mean, they're looking to not argue. No one's really commented on that. I mean, I think that's more of a discussion that you can have, and that's God Striker 56, you know, that you could have where, I mean, Netmarble's going to do what they're going to do, right? So we can talk about it all day. Now, this next one, Manel, who's actually on a mega flight, I played with Manel a little bit. He's talking about matchmaking, and he actually says specifically, I like how he did this here, where he talks about the actual power levels here. It's a little tongue-in-cheek, obviously, so you can see there is a gigantic swing here, okay? Like this is just a sort of a butt kicking, and Manel was on the bad side of that, unfortunately for himself. So what you see here is on the Alpha team, which is a team that lost, you got a 1.9 million, a 1.7 million, a 1.6 million, a 1.8 million, and they're all randoms from random alliances. The Omega team had a 2 million, 2.2, a 2.1, and a 2.1. And then the alliances they list there, one of them's mine. They're generally known as strong alliances. Now, I'm not so into what alliance somebody's in. I am into if somebody matched, like if they were in a team together. This could all just randomly happen. But Monel's got a good point here where you got 4 2 millions and you've got 4 underneath that is the highest. Like that is a pretty huge difference. 1.9, okay, fine, and 2 mil, that's about the same. But 1.8 and 2 mil, 1.8 and 2.1, you know, and then the other two are even lower. I would agree. I think that's something to be frustrated about. And we have another one in here that was another matchmaking where today my team dominated a Mega War twice. I don't get why the pairing is so horrible. It should have been close, but not a massive win like this. So this is by Legacy. So this is actually Legacy stating Legacy was on the winning end of this and is saying like he's just getting really bad matchmaking that are just crushing people. And again, that's not a good thing. I thought some of this got fixed. Some of the comments here just got matchmixed with the #1 Captain Marvel. Heroes was 2.4. My Magic just cleared 1.6. I don't know if that's Dimension Duel or, you know, a Mega War. That can happen in Mega War depending who else is on your team. 2 problems that exist in queues. First, the game does not separate groups, so a group can fall together against people who are not in a group. And I would agree that should be something that's factored in here. That favors the imbalance since 4 people with more power could play against each other on much weaker teams. Second, another problem is that when the Omega War starts, people see someone strong on the other side and they withdraw from the Omega War, which is actually true, making a match impossible. This has been happening a lot, and there are several players who are spending in the game, and when they see that they have fallen against someone strong, they just close in the middle. I don't know if that happens per se, but I know that there's people who quit in the middle regardless of what their reason is, and that is frustrating. I don't know if there's anything Netmarble can frankly do about that. Where somebody quits, you can't just stop in a mega war. I don't know. That's a tough one there, but I do think the first point there where it's, you know, groups, you know, you try to pair groups up as best you can, and maybe they do that. I actually don't know, but you know, it'd be something I think they should do. Are you in squad queuing? They might have mismatches, another 4 stacks. They're talking about grouping, and there's some additional replies here. So, I mean, the high level here is matchmaking still needs some work. I would generally agree with that. There are some times where it just is like, eek. This one, I already know what this is, where it's like, they just didn't get, they spent 9 hours last night training, 3 hours weekly, plus 33 tickets. This is all my rewards with 0 3/4 star custom box. They're just upset that they're not getting now. You ruined the last good thing in this game. You know, RNG does suck. I don't love RNG. You know, it's something that is tough. I've only gotten a couple of those Moon Knight boxes in there. I know some others who have not gotten anywhere near that. So, you know, it's just tough. I mean, you know what I mean? You can't give out too much, but at the same time, it'd be nice if there'd be a pity system. If it's like, you're guaranteed 1 box at least every 5 hours or something like that. You know what I mean? So that way you're like, you know, you're going to get something. And if you get one at the, you know, the minute before that 5-hour mark, that's fine. But at that 5-hour mark, you still get the second one. It's not going to break the game. I think that would be a good kind of fix. Is it illegal? I don't even know what this is about. Is it illegal? Whom should I contact for compensation for moral damages? I'm just assuming because they were upset with the loss here. They're looking at a strong Captain America who got a ton of kills and assists. It looks like most people are laughing. I'm not sure exactly what the point is. And it sounds like somebody's using some bugs there. I don't know that. I would say if somebody knows of bugs that people can use, please come to my Discord and share those. I'd love to find out what that is. I can't. I'm not sure what this says here. We can translate it, I guess. Let's do something live in action here, right? All together. Let's see what this says. And it says, actually doesn't even Google Translate didn't pick that one up. All right, so let's try again. There we go. You haven't seen me yet when I played for Marvel. I'm just learning to play Cap. Well, what confuses here? A competent builder decides, well, I've been playing here for 6 months, if not more. Apparently you have real guns yet. All right, so let's see what the rest says. All right, well, I mean, that's all that's in there. So, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like Adamant's saying that they just play and they're learning, but if, and I'm not trying to call out Adamant or anybody like that, but if they're, and I'm not even saying that's true, but if anybody does know of exploits or game or bugs that people can take advantage of, please come to the Discord or the comment below. I'd love to know what those are. I do directly talk to Netmarble about that type of stuff to try to get it fixed as soon as we can. You know, we did that video the other day where it was, we were doing the issue with the 110 thing, and I know that they're, you know, looking into that and working on it. Even though they shouted, they know that that's something they have, so we'll see. Damager, maybe I'm a noob, I still understand why Spider-Man can't break my guard or cocoon me during my invincible after dodge. Fair point. There's a lot of stuff that's along those lines that I think should be fixed. We'll see. New hero, we talked about that earlier. It looks like there's a couple replies. Does it, no, date. We'll know the date when you date. This was one I was interested in. So MFR, Draconis, Sakar Fight Club. Welcome to any PvPers who play on the server. You sick and tired of being one-sided a Mega War, all the whales. Join MFR's Fight Sakar, a unique system that creates relatively balanced matches with fairly even teams. Matches are very competitive, but with current matchmaking system in place, is the best method to create fair contest for a Mega War. Invites are open to all who play on Sakar and are interested in sharpening their skills on PvP. Bring your friends and join a Mega War matches the way they should be matched. Okay, I'd be curious to some details here, Draconis. What are you talking about here? What's the details behind this? Are you? There's clearly, like, I like what you guys are doing here. I mean, are you guys organizing a Mega War matches to try to make it so it's a little bit more balanced? I mean, clearly your points here you know, pretty good, are in their type wars, which are really cool. So Draconis, I know at least I feel like we've chatted before and with comments and stuff like that. I'd love to know some more details on what this is. That's super cool. If you guys are finding a way to make things even, and frankly, if you're doing it a certain way, I'd like to also share that more with Netmarble and go, hey, this is what they're doing to get right matchmaking. So lean into that, so that maybe more of that sort of matchmaking can happen throughout, and you know, code it a certain way or whatever. But yeah, the Draconis, you know, good work if that's, you know, working for you guys. I think that's something that's super cool. How many more of these? Let's check out a couple more. How, why, not sure what's happening here. Level 110. Oh, it's because, yeah, so I'm interested to see how this shakes out. Level 120 calls on the badge, but you can equip it at 110. I think there's a visual bug here with the level 120. I think these badges are meant to be for any-year tunes, which I actually like a lot. So that way you can use those in leveling tunes for the ones that you don't really love. But the 2K Mega War score, 92K, looks like a YouTube video. I'm not gonna go through that now, but it looks like somebody did really well there. Let's see. Oh, Juicy Fruit. Shout out to you, Juicy Fruit. Actually, I know who you are. I just didn't want to watch the whole video. Sorry. Let's see some more. Upset. Are you kidding me or what? Matchmaking. Understood. Totally. Looks like a lot of matchmaking right now. So Netmarble, maybe we got to get on that. What do you think? All right. So the game is so rubbish. Mr. Gardens just stand with me. You know, I'll win with this, and I won't go here because, you know, I'll stay at the topic, but the game has room for improvement for sure. A lot of it with gameplay. The RNG, I understand, is part of gacha games. I would like to think that if they leaned off of that a little bit, that the game could be even bigger. You know, look, I don't know the metrics. They know they know those metrics better than I do. But I've got to think that if they do something like that, I mean, I just really think this game could be massive if they did it right. I mean, Marvel's huge. You know, mobile is easy, you know, to run around and do things. You get you know, multiple hundreds of thousands of people playing these games at the same time. You're doing really, really good stuff. You know, and I'd love to see that this game do that, because I actually think the gameplay in itself is fun. It just they got to balance it. They got to fix some bugs, and they've got to make sure that the content's good. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Throw in the RNG aspect too. I think there's too much RNG in it. So anyway, that's a little pulse on the base, so to speak. Super random, just thinking about wanting to check this out, and did. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, Draconis, your items sticking out in my head a little bit. If you're out there, you know, let me know what you guys are doing, either in comments or in Discord. Love to hear about it. And again, Discord link in the description below. Hammer down like button, click the notification bell, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.